Hey, you all. Welcome back to Mirror Expressions, a channel where I take the time to share a little bit of myself with you all. And I invite y'all to come on in and do the same with me. Go ahead. Y'all know what I'm going to ask of you. Like this video. Just hit that thumbs up button for me, and I will be very appreciative of you. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and think about hitting that subscription button too, so you will know every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to let me know how y'all are doing. If you are feeling A1 with what you see looking back at you in that mirror, yes, go ahead. Go ahead and drop me a mirror emoji in the chats. All right. Y'all see I'm smiling because, listen, we getting some action. We are getting some action. You know I've been waiting on this day. All right, y'all. It's Abbott Elementary, Season 2, Episode 16, Teacher Conference, right? So, it's PEXA time. PEXA meaning the annual Pennsylvania Education Conference for the Southeast area, right? So Janine and Jacob, they all hyped and giddy about it. You know, just super excited. While Barbara and Melissa kind of just being chill. They really thinking about getting there and just relaxing. They talking about the spa and the pool. And so Janine's like, wait a minute, you're gonna miss such and such and such. You're not going to you're not going to the to hear the keynote speaker. And Melissa is like, look, nobody gets excited about these things anymore, but you new teachers. Like, we're seasoned. We've been doing this since you've had to ask permission to cross the street. So, in walks Gregory. So, mind you, they're all in the break room. So, in walks Gregory into the break room, right? And Janine and Jacob, they start booing him, like, boo, you know. And kind of find out it's because he won't be attending the conference. He's trying to do a little makeup date with Amber because of the failed Valentine's Lego gift that he got her. So this was like the only weekend she had free. And so he's planned a trip to take her to the Poconos or whatever. So Amber ends up showing up at the end of the day with her luggage in her bag. She ready to hit the road to go. And so Gregory pulls out his little planner, his little handy dandy planner, and he's writing down all the activities that he has planned for them for the weekend. Like, it is just jam-packed. One thing right after the other, right after the other, right after the other. And so Amber is like, her thing was she just wants to relax, right? And so Gregory, he was not getting that. He was not listening. He was not hearing what Amber was saying when she was just like, I just want to relax. And so he's like, okay, we can kind of squeeze in some relaxation time between this and this. And Amber's like, I don't think we're on the same page. And Gregory's like, I'm on page 9. What page you on? Where you at? All these people. But anyway, Amber says, look, this isn't working. This is not working. And she was like, I don't want to do any of this. And so Greg was like, well, what do you want to do? She said, I want to do nothing. Nothing. And Amber ends up telling him, you know what, we need to talk. So a student walks by and overhears their part of the conversation of her telling him, you know what, we need to talk. And so the student's like, damn. Meanwhile, Jacob and Janine, they done made it to the conference. They still just as giddy as ever. super excited, just uber over the top. Y'all know these two. And so Melissa and Melissa and Barbara are telling them, calm down, stop acting like y'all ain't never been attended one of these things before, whatever. And so Jacob and Janine, they started checking out like all the different classes that are being offered, like the different seminars or whatever. And so Jacob is like, oh, cool. There's a seminar called White Teacher Black School. And Janine said, yeah, I'm cool on that. I already did 4 years of black student white school. I went to Penn. And so Jacob was like, oh, I guess I have to do that one alone. So Janine ends up talking about this flower classroom presentation thingy that she wanted to attend, but it happened to be going on at the same time the big party was happening. And so Melissa is like, you can't miss the party. Who gonna watch our purses? I said, well, damn. Not they just designated Janine as the purse watcher or whatever. So anyway, so as the two of them are leaving out, Barbara and Melissa, right, they headed out to the pool. So they end up running into guess who? Guess who? Melissa's sister, Christy. Yes. So they end up running into her or whatever. And so she teaches at the charter school. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't forget that. And so she and Melissa, they see each other and they end up exchanging words as always. So Kristen is like, you're leaving already, just like your ex-husband. Melissa said, late, just like your period after prom. Oh my goodness. These folks are this. They are this. I said, well, damn. So Janine is all just excited. We kind of see her like walking down the hallway of the hotel, and she's just talking about how fun these conferences are. She feels like she's in Disneyland. Meanwhile, Ava is doing her own little symposium or whatever, like off in one of the little conference rooms, and she's speaking. And y'all, so she on the microphone. So Janine is walking by and she hears her. And so what she hears her saying is that she telling the people about having a problem teacher. Talking about, so we just gonna call her Janina. So Janine is like, because she knows she's talking about they usually present with this bubbly personality with deep-seated mommy issues. I said, oh, Ava. Oh, Ava. So anyway, Janine ends up running into Gregory at the front counter of the hotel. And he's checking in, right? And so she's like, what are you doing here? He's like, I decided I couldn't miss the conference or whatever. And so she said, not to be poking my nose. A play on the poking nose, if y'all the kids did. So she was like, not to be poking my nose, but where's Amber? And he was just like, I don't know. She said, well, do you want me to help you find her? I said, oh, child, these two right here. So he finally said, no, she dumped me. So, y'all, the clerk that was checking him in, it was like, damn. I said, everybody is giving him a damn. So, Greg and Janine, they start walking, and so she's filling him in on the conference, what he's missed, what they can still catch, you know what I'm saying? Of course, she's like him, jam-packing those schedules. And so she was like, is this too much? And he was like, no, this is right up my alley. Like, this is my favorite way to decompress, keep things moving. And so you see how they on the same page. They meant to be together, whatever. But anyway, then we see Jacob. He coming back from his white teacher black school class, and he done met him this one lady that was in the class with him. Apparently, I don't remember her name, but it is what it is. And so they're bonding. tremendously. And so she ends up, and she's a teacher at the charter school. So she ends up inviting him to their own little private get together that they're having during the same time of the big party. And so he's just like, y'all not going to the big party? And she's just like, no, we doing our own thing. And so Jake was like, well, I'll meet my Abbott people there. And so she was just like, you need to come on over here with us. We're going to be playing Cards Against Humanities. Y'all, that is the bomb game, too. If you have never played that, it's a good one. But anyways, so she eventually convinces him to come or whatever. So next thing we know, we see Barbara and Melissa laying out by the pool, baby. They got their drinks in their hand, talking about it's 45 minutes to the party and 46 minutes until I am the party. That was Melissa. And then here go Barbara talking about just enough time to shower and raid the minute bar. Okay, Barbara. I ain't know you had it in you, boo. I see you, girl. I see y'all. I said Barbara is letting that hair down. Oh, shit. She probably needed it after that fire she did last week. So anyway, it's the big party, right? And Gregory and Janine, they walking around. They end up running into Ava, right? So she is monitoring like this VIP area lounge. And so when she saw them, well, when they saw her, they tried to walk up on her, right? Y'all know how Janine gonna invade somebody's space. She probably was trying to go up there and, hey, And so she was approaching them. Ava done took the rope. You know how stuff can be roped off. She done took the rope and closed it on top of that song. Can you not read? It says VIP, very important people. Or very important people. And this was for the principals. The only exception will be Gregory. And so she lets him in. So Janine's just like, why don't you just say it's for very important principles? VIP, And so here go Ava. You're right. I'm so glad I thought of that. Go on, Ava. Go on. So anyway, now I really expected to see Barbara and Melissa cut up, but I said, baby, these ladies just getting their entire lives drinking. They just walking around drinking and walking and drinking. And so they end up trying to find them a table to sit down, and everybody, all the tables were full. So they end up finding them a table, right? And so it just happened to be the person that was sitting there just happened to be one of the big deal school suppliers. And so they was just like, yes, we got this connection. Maybe we can work some things, get some supplies for the school, And so they trying to, work it and use things to their advantage, to benefit the school or whatever. So then up walks Melissa's sister, who just so happened to be sitting at the same table. She had gotten up to go get some drinks or something and came back. And so y'all know they stay into it. So they immediately started. And so Melissa ends up getting up. She leaves. And of course, Barbara ends up leaving after her or whatever. And so, then we're back over there with Janine and Gregory, right? They're at the bar. They're sitting at the bar having drinks. And so she asks, are you still thinking about the breakup? And he said, yeah, but no, it's not really that. He says, why am I always the one getting dumped? Like, it has to be me. I'm the common denominator, basically. And so Janine was like, it's not you. It's just dating, And Gregory said, well, me and Amber were so different anyways. And he said, and plus I always felt like a weirdo around her. Janine said, you are a weirdo. And she said, I think someone deserves to be with someone who likes them exactly as is. Like, look at your sweater. Look at your mustache. Who can pull that off but you, you know? I said, okay, I'm feeling this vibe between y'all two. A little flirty. Y'all got the libations flowing. You're complimenting him. He's complimenting you, you know, because then he came back and talking about, you know, you can't cut yourself short either, Janelle, you know. I said, okay. You know, but yeah, all right. So back over with Jacob, we see him with his little new charter school crew or whatever. So they're playing their games. Insert, oh well, never mind. Ain't no insert. But anyway. So yeah, he's just having fun, fitting right on in with them. You know, they seem to be having them a nice little night or whatever. So back over with Gregory and Janine, they're at like the little photo booth, you know, taking pictures together. They got like different things like a boa, some glasses, a fake mustache, a sign, you know, how they have like different props that you could use for your pictures or whatever. So they're doing it, just having fun, taking little cutesy pictures or whatever. I said both of them a little baby, both of them, especially Janine. So then they decide to go to the flower classroom exhibit, although it was already closed. I said, oh. So I was not thinking it was finna go down in the flower classroom. I was thinking they was gonna get caught up and somebody was gonna catch them before something happened or something along those lines. But anyway, so they had ended up missing it. So they decided they're gonna go sneak in. So back with Barbara and Melissa, Barbara is telling Melissa, look now, you just need to go mend things with your sister. This is getting out of hand, you know what I'm saying? And you need to go do what you gotta do. It's time for y'all to settle things. So she brings Melissa back to the table, and baby, as soon as she does that, they back and forth. Kristen and Melissa and Kristen, just, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're going at it until Kristen accidentally bumps into another lady that was walking back, because at some point Kristen kind of like jumped off from her chair to get into Melissa's face, and when she did that, another lady was walking back, and so she accidentally bumped her. Well, the other lady had a little nasty attitude about it and started clowning Kristen. And so what she do that for? Because, baby, them sisters was like, not today. It ain't going down like that on my watch. And so the two sisters started double teaming the lady. I said, oh, child. Is that what it took? Really, for them to gang up on one person and be back on the same team? Talking about when the lady walked away, talking about, so we still got it, don't it? That's all it took, was them to focus their negativity onto one person at the same time. So back over with Gregory and Janine, right? They done finally made it to the flower room. And they're just like, ooh, you know, this is so amazing. You know, and Gregory, he over there lusting after Janine, like, just, you know, his little puppy dog eyes just following her everywhere she go. While she's just like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? And so, and at some point, she tells him, you know, come smell this flower. It smells so good. It smells like perfume. And so he goes over there to her. Well, while he's over there, they end up hearing some noise. So Janine was like, duck down, you know, because they weren't supposed to be in there. And so, baby, what they do there for? So now they kind of hid by all the flowers, but we can still see them. So they all hunched down, and baby, we got action. He leans over y'all and he kisses her. I said, okay. So he kisses her. And then when he was done with that kiss, baby, Janine dropped that flower. She grabbed that man by his lanyard. She pulled him in, was like, I need some more of that. It ain't stopping yet, baby. They kissed again, y'all. I was hollering. Y'all, the way I hollered at my TV. Y'all would think I know these folks for real. I was just like, ooh, yes, we finally get some action. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we've been waiting on this. Y'all know we've been waiting on this. And so I was like, okay. And then I just knew they were gonna get caught. Like I just knew somebody was gonna walk into their room, but it never happened or whatever. And so after the second kiss, they kind of both were like, wait a minute, what did we just do? Like, what just happened? Like, it got really awkward between the two of them. I'm like, damn, like, come on, y'all, get it together. It is what it is, But anyway, so they both did start having their little confessionals, right? And so in her confession, she said, we just got caught up in the moment. It was just a whoopsie, And so he says, who's to say what things are what they really aren't? And so then she back over at her and she was just like, we were just two friends caught up in the moment. And that's then he said, oh, that's what she said. We're just two friends caught up in the moment. That's good because that's all it was. I said, you know what? These idiots. Denying themselves, trying to make themselves believe something ain't what it is, or y'all both on each other. That's all it was down to, period, point, and the blank. So, oh, child. So anyway, then she going on talking about it's just like when I'm talking to my internet provider, when I hang up and I say, okay, love you, goodbye. I mean, obviously, I don't really love them because the network is unreliable. Plus, I'm dating Maurice. I said, oh, child, that doggone Maurice. What is Maurice doing for you? Huh? What is he doing for you? What, Teeks? What is he doing for you? He seemed like a little, well, let me not say that. But anyway, baby, you could tell she didn't mean nothing she was saying because she had that little fake smile the whole time. Plus, I'm with Maurice. What she really wanted to say was, I'm with Maurice, but I really want to be with Gregory. So Jacob and his little group of friends, right? They now playing charades. We see them doing charades. So, old boy is doing the movements. And Jacob is trying to get. So he ends up throwing up a pinky. He ends up throwing up a pinky. And Jacob was like, Kamala Harris. And so one of the ladies was like, how did you know that? Now remember, y'all, he in a room full of white folks. He's in a room full of white folks. Except the one black guy that's doing the charades with him that threw up the pinky finger. And so Jacob was like, oh, that's easy. That's Alpha Kappa Alpha. Alpha Kappa Alpha. I said, oh, child, that doggone Jacob. And so I see y'all tried to shout them AKAs out. It's all right. That's all right, everybody can't do it best like me and my sorrows. But anyways, so they end up, like I said, having a good time. So they're trying to convince Jacob he needs to come over to the charter school to teach, right? And so one of the ladies like, yeah, we have the cream of the crop students. And he's like, no, I'm an Abbott boy. So she tells him that they accept the best students from all over, not just in the community. And so Jacob is just like, he's starting to put two and two together. And he's just like, well, if that's happening, you won't have room for all the students in the neighborhood, right? not to attend your school. And she was just like, right, we only focus on the kids who have the best chances of making it out. And so when she said that, that clearly rubbed Jacob the wrong way. And it does. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all students need the same opportunity no matter where they're from or whatever. So anyway, back with Barbara and Melissa, y'all. It's that we done made it to the end of the conference, right? It's checkout day. So baby, Barbara and Melissa are walking out the hotel. Them ladies hug on, baby. They got they shades on. They got their hydration drink in their hand. And Barbara walking around with no shoes on. Oh. So we end up seeing Janine and Jacob, right? They end up kind of running into each other. Well, we saw Gregory too for a split second. He done ran on like he's avoiding Janine or whatever. And so over with Janine and Jacob. So she's asking him, like, what happened to him last night? He wasn't at the party. He missed it. And so he says, you know, he hung out with some people from the charter school. And he goes on to say, I don't think I like them very much, you know. He then asks her, well, how was your night? Janine was trying to tell nothing. She was trying to drop no hints. Talking about, so, you know what? Let's just go get in the car. So we did see Ava checking out, right? She's going over her room charges or whatever. When we hear the receptionist call her Miss Teagues, I about died. I said, I know Ava. And went in this hotel, ran up all these bills under Janine's name. Oh, Ava, you wrong for that, girl. You... She already know. She knows Janine ain't making no money. Oh, goodness. So now they're back at the school, right? They're back at the school. And Melissa ends up running into her sister, who is like dressed like Inspector Gadget. As Melissa said, she got like her trench coat on, her fedora hat, her sunglasses. Like, she want to be seen or whatever. So Melissa's like, what's up? Why are you here? And so she was like, I heard something over the weekend. And Melissa's like, you know, what's up? What did you hear? And so Kristen was just like, apparently Draymond, you know, the same guy that did the charter school. He was a Barbara student from way back when, where she said, you know, he's coming for Abbott. He wants to turn it into a charter school. And she was just like, you know, if he does, none of y'all jobs are going to be safe. And so as she's leaving, she tells her, no one can know about this. Baby, what she say there for? Because then Janine walk up, and y'all know Janine gonna blast everything. So Janine's just like, hey, Kristen. I love how pretty your name is. Kristen Marie Schmidt. Kristen Marie. I mean, she just kept saying it just all loud like that. I said, Janine ain't got no sense. She doesn't. So Janine and Gregory, they end up running into each other in the hallway. They happen to be walking the same direction. And so things are still awkward between them. So she was just like, you know, we're good, right? And he said, yeah, let's just throw it away. And Janine was like, yeah, just throw it away. Gregory said, I blame the flower room. Janine was like, I blame the alcohol. So they just both like, yeah, we're just going to throw it away. Like, nothing but net, just throw it away. I said, oh, child, these two right here. We get a little action, then they take it away. What is really going on? So it ends with them all in the break room, right? And so Ava's coming in talking about, oh, I heard something. that went on this weekend. It was real juicy. I heard about an interesting hookup between a man and a woman, and it was somebody in this room or whatever. And so both Gregory and Janine, of course, are assuming that she's talking about the two of them. So they basically are giving themselves away with their facial expressions. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? So, but she ended up was not talking about them. She was talking about Jacob. Jacob said, "That's absurd. And may I remind you, I'm gay." And go, Ava, that's bisexual erasure. Really, Ava? Really? It's about, I expected better from you. And she said, well, her source said the lady made out with a pasty white nerd. So who could it be if not you? And y'all, we get a flashback with the lady opening up her hotel room. And guess who comes out? The receptionist. Pasty white nerd. Oh goodness, y'all. But that was the end. Another good episode. Oh my gosh. I was so glad to see Janine and Gregory make out. Like, I don't know. I wanted more. Did y'all? Y'all, when Janine grabbed that lanyard, I said, okay, Janine. I see it with a little assertiveness, a little aggressiveness. I said, oh, yeah, I was so into that. I had to rewind it like 2 or 3 times. I said, look at my girl. Okay, she better go after what she want. But then they start acting awkward. I need them to get on the same page. Okay. Like Amber is out the picture and we got one more step gone. Push Mo out. By Mo don't mean you no harm. But y'all, you and Janine ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? You are hindering progress right now. Because Janine is readily to use you as an excuse. Talking about, so well, I am with Mo, so who gives a darn? Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. It was a great episode. Y'all, please do not forget, go ahead, stop and do what you're doing and hit that thumbs up for me and hit subscribe if you have not. And I'm about to be out, but as always, before I do, I will pray for you all. I ask that y'all pray for me. And what? Bye, y'all.